Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I want you to know that I greatly appreciate you, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda. I work very hard on this channel to bring you the latest news to help you make sense of these unbelievable times that we live in. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is all about trying to bring you the right information so you can make the right decisions. I want you to know what's happening in the country. Sorry, that's that is my video playing because I'm monitoring this live stream simultaneously. Sorry about that. But in this video, on this channel, I want to present you with important information pertaining to the country, pertaining to the economy, and pertaining to your money. So, with that being said, let's just jump right in, everybody. I have breaking news about an important alert from Trump today, and also I'll throw in an additional piece of news and tell you what you can expect as far as President-elect Biden's $1.5 trillion package is concerned. Because there's going to be a lot of information in this. I hope you're ready. My name is Dr. Nitin Choda. Let's just jump right into the breaking news and the new announcement from Trump today. Everybody, are you ready? Let's do it. So here's where things stand, everybody. Trump made an announcement today. Now, keep in mind, his Twitter account's permanently suspended. There's an issue with Facebook. There's an issue with YouTube. So Trump issued an announcement, a statement, if you will, from the White House website. So what is this statement? Now, this statement has nothing to do with stimulus. I want to be clear. It has nothing to do with the impeachment proceedings. He's the first president to be impeached twice by the House of Representatives, and it looks like a Senate trial is indeed going to happen. And there was no mention of that. There was, he did call for calm in a video yesterday as well as a statement yesterday. But to be honest, there have been a lot of reports suggesting, even from Republicans, that the best thing Trump can do now is to essentially say a few more things about, Joe Biden is the elected president, and he hasn't said that. He has said that there's a peaceful transition of power, but that additional step, saying Joe Biden is the elected president, he hasn't said that. If he says that, I believe the situation can de-escalate further. But we are where we are, and where the situation stands right now is that Trump is essentially talking about the good stuff that has been done during the Trump administration's time. So you'll see this official announcement. This is a statement from Trump. United States military troops in Afghanistan are at a 19-year low. Likewise, Iraq and Syria are also at their lowest point in many years. By the way, you'll get a link. I just want to make sure our viewers and subscribers know you'll get a link to this official statement from the White House in the description section below. So definitely check it out. So anyway, Trump goes on to say, I will always be committed to stopping the endless wars. It has been a great honor to rebuild our military and support our brave men and women in uniform. $2.5 trillion invested, including in beautiful new equipment, all made in the USA. So this is a statement from Trump on the official White House website, everybody. Now, as you can imagine, there have been some reactions basically saying, so here's a reaction from Trump's best friend, Jim Acosta from CNN. Not really, if you know anything about their fraught relationship. Acosta writes, while Trump brags about troop levels on the decline in Afghanistan, it should be noted there's a small army protecting the U.S. Capitol as a result of his actions. And that is let me know what you think in the comment section below, everyone. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this situation. Also, a pretty interesting statement. I do want our viewers and subscribers. Can anyone guess how many National Guard troops have been deployed to Washington, D.C. in the wake of all this? Let me know if you can guess. Well, I'm going to give you that number and give you some more surprising news in just a second. Wait for it. So, folks, here on your screen is a tweet from Andrew Feinberg, who's a reporter, and he said tens of thousands of National Guard, over 20,000. I believe the exact number is going to exceed 30,000 National Guard troops, which is more more than have been deployed in many countries. So Andrew Feinberg reports that as tens of thousands of National Guard troops protect the capital, including some sleeping in the building for the first time since the US Civil War, President Trump issued a statement bragging about low troop levels in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. So pretty interesting, folks. Politics is all about trying to reframe the conversation, trying to reframe the discussion, and make people talk about different things. So, listen, hey guys, I tell you what, pick your poison. But I can tell you that, in my opinion, Trump put out this statement, and there have been individuals saying, wait a minute, there are a lot of National Guard out there in the capital because of this. So again, let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about this. And there has been support from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell. Okay, there has been support from Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, basically saying that we need to do more to help the economy. Biden is expected to release a $1.5 trillion stimulus package, which will include $1,400 stimulus checks in addition to the $600, not the full $2,000. And this is going to create, I believe, some political headaches for Biden, because people are going to be like, "Where you promised $2,000?" So there's going to be a lot of frustration as far as the Biden camp is concerned. And here's something interesting on Meet the Press. Casey Hunt. Let me confirm that it was indeed. Yeah, Casey Hunt, who's an NBC News correspondent on Meet the Press, asked Senator Dick Durbin, who's a Democrat from Illinois, do you think, I'll show this to you on your screen, do you think there are 17 Republicans who would be willing to convict Donald Trump after what happened at the Capitol? He said, I honestly don't know. I will tell you, it was a shattering experience for all of us. Tell me about it. So we are going to see an impeachment trial, and we're going to see some sort of a reckoning, if you will. But pretty interesting that that we are where we are. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, in the meantime, lashing out, responding to Sahil Kapoor's comment, where Sahil Kapoor points out that Hawley explains that he was trying to speak up for Missouri voters who were deeply concerned about the sanctity of Pennsylvania's state constitution. So voters in Missouri are concerned about the sanctity of the state legislature in Pennsylvania. Guys, we have enough problems. Let me know if, look, you have enough problems, I have enough problems. Let me know if you're concerned about some other states' legislature and how they vote. And that's what Josh Hawley claims he was doing. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez fires back. That's a lot of words for, I wanted to be president and thought trying to overturn the election would tee me up to be the rightful heir to Trump's violent mob. Man, I got to give a lot of credit to AOC for speaking up what people are thinking. I'm actually going to retweet this. Pretty bananas, the environment we live in. So that is where things stand, everybody. I will be releasing more alerts shortly. I have some other announcements to lighten the mood. Thank you so much for watching. Wow, I see more and more of you are joining. Do you guys want some additional news? I was actually planning to wrap up over here, but since you all are here with me, I tell you what. Since you all are here with me, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek at 2 videos that my team is already editing as we speak. And let me see. I actually have, this is interesting. So folks, first of all, guess what? The US taxpayer has been paying $3,000 a month for bathrooms for the Secret Service, because the Secret Service, according to reporting, was not allowed to use the bathrooms at the home of Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, because this was part of their security detail. So I'll be releasing that information as a separate video on our channel. Make sure you click subscribe, you enable notifications. That's number one. Number 2, I'll be talking about the potential headache for the Biden administration, because they've promised $2,000 stimulus checks. So people are going to be expecting $2,000 stimulus checks. But when people get told that it's going to include $1,400 stimulus checks, which is what's going to happen, they're going to be like, wait a minute, you promised 2,000. So there are going to be headaches. I want to be clear, there are going to be headaches for the Biden team, because from a messaging standpoint, I do believe that they've not been very clear with their messaging. Guys, I want to be clear. For me, it's not about the red or the blue. It's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm American. Whenever I've said anything remotely negative about Trump, I've been told, oh, you're blue. Whenever I say anything remotely about Biden or Pelosi, I'm like, oh, you're red. Guys, this isn't about the red or the blue. This is about calling things out. Whether, and I assure you that when President Biden makes a mistake, I'll point it out. I'll highlight it on this channel. When House Speaker Pelosi, I was the one who said House Speaker Pelosi was playing political games about the $1.9 trillion package. So don't forget that. And as far as Trump is concerned, I just, I've made my positions clear on this channel. A lot of things could have been done to diffuse the tension. Even now, more things can be done to diffuse the tension because here's the problem. There are things that have now happened, and there are negative forces that have now awakened because of the fact that this was not diffused early enough. It's almost like the lowercase anger has now become uppercase caps lock anger, and that problem could not be better explained with this clip. It could not be better explained. There's a clip that I'm about to show you that explains this better than I can. I'm about to show you a clip on your screen right now from Meet the Press. Movements have gotten more extreme, and they are talking about actionable steps to commit these situations. Let's take a look at comments from MSNBC, and let's take a look.
So, Ben, I do have to ask you, what are we seeing people say on these new, deeper, darker channels about what they're planning for the next week?
There were two major things, right? So one of the only positive things that happened last week is that a lot of people hit a line where they just do not accept that violence was necessary. So either they're blaming Antifa or they're off the movement. But militia movements have gotten even more extreme. They've sort of kicked out a bunch of QAnon people who think that everything is still sort of going according to plan and Donald Trump will still be president on the 21st. They realize that Donald Trump is no longer their savior, but they still want to overthrow the government. And that's what's happening in these militia movements, in these private chat groups, where they're talking about actionable steps to do that. They were talking about actionable steps to commit terror attacks. So that's the worry. Those people are in much more private spaces. They're in hiding, but they are, their urgency here has really ramped up.
Yeah, it's all terrifying. And you could, in some ways, tell the difference in the crowd at the Capitol, whether you were looking at the pictures or whether you were on the ground. There were clearly people that were, in some ways, almost tourists in the movement and just kind of looking around. And then there were others that clearly had pretty significant and very scary plans.
Pretty incredible, everybody. Let me know about what you think about this, because guys, no one wants to get hurt. I actually want to know what you folks think of AOC's comments, because folks, that is pretty intense. Speaking of intense, here's a tweet on your screen from David Begnot, who's a lead national correspondent for CBS News this morning. Folks, this is surprising. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, a school therapist who stormed the Capitol and got to the vice president's chair. She quit her job the day after the rioting, and these are some of the statements she made. And she has a board that says, "The children cry out for justice." Folks, this is just individuals like your neighbor, my neighbor, my kids' my kids' school teachers. Just people, regular everyday folk, folks that you would bump into at the grocery store, folks that you would just, expect to be, not to be at the Capitol. This is a sort of revealing. What do you think this is revealing? Is this revealing hidden wounds? I want to know what you folks think. Do you think that the individuals who were at the Capitol represent individuals who are like you and me? Let me know what you think. I actually want to know what you think. I'm serious. Do you think individuals at the Capitol represent folks like you and me? I mean, what I would do, I can tell you what I would do if I was unhappy with something, and I have done it, by the way. I speak out. I make my voice heard. I've done it through this channel. I have written letters to my local senator, to my local congressman. I do believe that House Speaker Pelosi was playing games before the election, but I don't know if I would show up at a demonstration. I don't think I have it in me to do that, guys. I'm, I wouldn't do that personally. Let me know. I want to know. I want to know whether you think these individuals who showed up at the Capitol would represent the collective voice, or are they fringe actors? Let me know what you think. I actually want to hear what our community thinks. And as more and more information is emerging, everyone, I think we're finding out how vicious this was. And there's some new reporting, everyone, from CNN that $2,000 stimulus checks are going to be back in play, everyone. And wow, okay, we just have folks, as I'm talking, we got a new statement from Senator Lisa Murkowski from Alaska. I'm actually going to show you Senator Murkowski's statement, everyone. You guys ready for it? Pretty strong statements against Trump. And let me know what you think. I actually want to read your comments about what all of this represents. Also, there seems to be new reporting that President-elect Biden is going to put the stimulus checks back in play. Let's take a look at Murkowski's statement first. Here, let me show you this on your screen. This is what Lisa Murkowski from Alaska said. Trump's words incited violence, which leads to the injuries and deaths of Americans. Unlawful actions cannot go without consequence, and the House has responded swiftly and I believe appropriately with impeachment. Folks, I just want to be clear. If there are 67 senators, okay, 67 senators that vote in the United States Senate that vote for impeachment, Trump is going to be the first president in the history of our country to be convicted by the Senate. There have been 3 instances of impeachment in the House by a president. The 2 most recent ones are 2019 Donald Trump and 1998 Bill Clinton. But neither of them during those instances were convicted by the Senate. But this, keep in mind that after the 20th of January, there will be 50 Democrats in the Senate, and there'll be 50 Republicans. And by the way, if the Senate Majority Leader, the outgoing Senate Majority Leader, because after next Wednesday, he'll be the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell. He has not expressed exactly which way he'll vote. If he actually votes to impeach, we could see a lot of people following him because he is a highly influential, highly respected figure in the Republican Senate. So I just want our viewers and subscribers to be clear about that. The big question here is, will there be 17 Republicans who will vote to impeach Trump in the Senate? So pretty incredible. Now, speaking of Biden, let's take a look at this new article that was published by CNN. And let's see, just a moment. Okay. See if I can get rid of the ads. Biden to put $2,000 stimulus checks back in play. So, folks, this was just reported by CNN. And what I'm going to do is I'm about to release, just a moment, let me just mute this. I'm about to release another video talking about what I think is a communications gap on the part of the Biden administration because a $2,000 stimulus check, what's now being reported is that recipients will actually get a $2,000 payment. Will not get a $2,000 payment, but will get a total of $2,000, meaning they would get $1,400 on top of the $600. Now, I want to be as clear as I can. I believe this is going to be a public relations failure for the Biden administration. I'm going to be as clear as I can. Why do I say that? Because people are going to be like, "Where's my 2,000?" And that's okay. That's what's been advertised. But there's a big difference. There's a big difference for many of our fellow Americans between 2,000 and 1,400. For some, it's not a huge difference, but for most, it is a huge difference. Now, keep in mind that $1,400 is a significant amount of money, but $2,000 is more. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, everyone. I am going to keep you posted about this. Let me see. Give me a moment, everyone. Folks, I'm going to be back in a second. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to be back. Just a second, please. I need to help my mom with something. She's 75 and I need to help her with something. 1 moment. Just a moment, everyone. I'll be right back. Give me just a second, guys. Let's see. I have to I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, everyone. Just a second. Here we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. You know, my 75-year-old mom lives with me. I thought I heard her. I had to go and help her. The number one thing that I'm concerned about is her falling, because the one thing. Let me go on full screen here. The one thing that you have to be careful about with seniors is them falling. Because a fall for a senior, I'm a licensed physical therapist. A fall for a senior can lead to a hip injury, wrist injuries. See, when someone falls, their first reaction is to use their hands. Now, if you're in your 30s, 40s like me, or you can fall and you can protect yourself. But if you're 70 and above, you fall, your wrist is weak, and if your wrist breaks, it's a new set of problems. All right, so let me get back to the news. Enough about myself. Let me get back to the news. I'm gonna. There is another interesting piece of news that I want to share before I start to wrap up this video. Thanks for your patience, folks. I didn't mean to keep you waiting. This is interesting, folks. On your screen, and the DC Attorney General's office has requested an interview with Donald Trump Jr. They have also requested an interview with Ivanka Trump as part of their investigation into misuse of inaugural funds, according to a spokesperson for their office. And dozens of people who were on the FBI's watch list came to DC the day of the incident, and the majority of them were extremists. So this actually tells you that this was a fairly significant security lapse, folks. A fairly significant security lapse, which I mean, it blows my mind how serious a security lapse was. And here's some more reporting, and this is going to make some of you pretty unhappy. But guess what? I'm going to report the news as we get it. This is reporting from Biana Golodriga, who's a CNN Global Affairs analyst. And Biana reports that the outgoing First Lady Melania Trump has not done anything of significance as the weeks of her tenure come to a close, nor has she helped with the onboarding of incoming First Lady Jill Biden, with whom she has still not made contact. So this is reporting from Biana. Let me know if you agree with that in the comment section below. Pretty intense stuff, everybody. I can tell you that it's time for us to hopefully have a bit of a reset in the national discourse. But what surprises me the most about the guys, there are three things that surprise me, and I'll tell you the thing that surprises me the most. Number one, what surprises me is the security failure, because when I saw the initial incident, I said to myself, look, the Capitol Police, you don't want to mess around with them. I have been around the Capitol and I've been around the White House, and the police is they don't mess around, guys. They do not mess around. If you thought your local law enforcement was intense, Capitol Police is 5x as intense. So I thought, there's no way they can breach the perimeter. That to me was the biggest shock. Number two, what shocked me the most was actually finding out how close we came. How close we came. In fact, I have actually covered this before on our channel, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you the video of Eugene Goodman. I think I've done this before on my channel. But folks, I have to show you the Goodman video because I think what Goodman did is save lives, save lawmakers' lives. I'm actually about to pull up that video right now. Give me just a moment while I pull that up for you on my screen. But so for me, the second thing that surprised me was how close we came, how close things actually came to getting completely out of control. No, I don't think. I think very few of us, folks. I think very few of us actually realize how close we came to this entire situation. So let's actually take a look at a segment of Eugene Goodman, and what he actually did. Because and by the way, just a second, folks. I'm about to show you that video. Just bear with me while I pull it up. So that's the second thing that surprises me. The third thing that actually blows my mind is that it seems like these people were very well prepared. Maybe they had some assistance from the inside. I don't know if they had assistance. I don't know who they had assistance from, but they were unusually well prepared, everyone. And that is the thing that, to be completely honest, concerns me the most, because I had not expected that these people would be that well prepared. The biggest thing that shocks me is the security failure. I mean, the idea is to have enough security to be able to get through this situation. Now, I'm about to show you folks a video. Now, by the way, I have discussed this elsewhere on my channel, but I'm going to do it one more time because this is very, very, very significant what happened here. Let me show you this on your screen right now. Okay, now this is important. Officer Eugene Goodman was on the first floor of the Senate building when the building got breached. These people followed him up the stairs, and when he gets to the second floor, I'm about to show you this. When he gets to the second floor, he looks to his left. This is at right around 52 seconds in the video. He looks to his left and he sees the open door to the United States Senate. The door was open. Okay. Lawmakers were inside being evacuated at that time. Just 15 minutes ago, the lawmakers were in there debating. Folks, the lawmakers were in there debating. The split-second thinking that he did prevented the mob from going inside the Senate and doing who knows what. Now, do you know what time that Senate door was closed and the entire Senate chamber was completely secured? 2:15 p.m. It was a matter of seconds. Now watch this video. Let's watch this together, because I want our viewers and subscribers to understand how close we came to the very edge. Let's watch this. So here he is. So by the way, this is a not Washington. This is, I believe, another reporter. Let me actually confirm. I believe it's Igor Bobik. But anyway, this was from another reporter. And let's take a look at what actually happened here. So this is the first floor of the United States Senate, okay? See, they keep coming in. Now guys, watch this. Okay, whoops, sorry, let me pause this. Okay, watch, okay, hold on. Now so you have Officer Eugene Goodman, right? And then you have the hoodie guy. The hoodie guy was leading this crowd, and they were coming up the stairs to the second floor of the United States Senate, okay? Now, on the second floor is the entrance to the actual Senate chambers, all right? Now, watch this. This is super important. We are at the 30-second mark. Watch what happens at the 52-second mark. Did you hear that? He said, second floor, second floor. He's letting the other law enforcement officials know that the second floor is about to be breached. Guys, I promise you that this guy saved us from what could have been a major crisis. Watch this now. This is where it gets more interesting. Okay, now stop. Now watch this. Eugene Goodman looks to his left, which is the open door of the United States Senate. This was at 2:14 p.m. East Coast time. So he looks to his left. Watch him. He looks to his left. Now this happens really fast. Okay. He takes a step back. And now that's it. He takes a step backwards because it's a protective reflex to not let them get past him to that door. And hoodie guy does not know that on the right is the open door to the United States Senate. He does not know that. And he's looking at Eugene, and Eugene looks at him. And in this moment, Eugene Goodman makes a split-second decision to watch this. Watch that. He just pushed hoodie guy. So he heads in the opposite direction and he pushed hoodie guy. Okay. So what's hoodie guy going to do? He's probably going to follow Goodman. And that's exactly what happened. Now, watch this. So the entire mob is led in the opposite direction by Officer Eugene Goodman. I'm serious, guys. I can imagine a movie as this situation unfolds. But again, Eugene Goodman, Officer Goodman, that's him. And by the way, let's see the rest of it, because now keep in mind he's leading people away from the open door to the United States Senate. And what you're seeing on your screen, right behind all of these protesters, all of these mobsters, is the open door to the Senate, and it was still open. A minute later, it was closed. He said they're here, and now he gets reinforcements. Watch this. Watch this. You heard them say leave now. You heard them say that. So folks, this now think about this for a second. What if Goodman had headed towards the open door, or had said, no, you can't get past me? What do you think could have happened, would have happened? We'll never know. And thankfully, we'll never know. Goodman's split-second decision to head in the opposite direction, okay? Split-second decision to head in the opposite direction and push hoodie guy makes him a national hero. I believe, let's go back to this. I believe that hoodie guy was apprehended, okay? Let's see the rest of it. Because at this point, the cops are like, out, and that's what happened. But again, let me know what you think of Goodman's actions. I actually want to read some of the comments here. Let me know what you folks think of Goodman's actions, because folks, this is quite significant. Let me see some of the comments here. Here's a good comment. Eugene Goodman better get a fat raise, bro. He better get a book deal. He better get a movie, and not just him. All the law enforcement officials. Eugene is simply representative of the work that the law enforcement officials tried to do. I told you that my number one concern was why the security forces got overrun. This is going to be analyzed. This is going to be dissected, because this is an event with the significance of 9/11. This is that important. This has that level of significance from a security standpoint. So Eugene is representative of all the other cops who did what they could that day. But again, let me know what you think. Yeah, he risked. I agree. He risked his own life because folks, the one thing is he risked his own life. But folks, everything in life does come down to split-second decisions. And I believe that the split-second decision he made to push hoodie guy, let's come back here. That split-second decision he made to, I believe it was at, I've watched this video lots of times, okay? Here, let me just do this. Guys, that right here, okay? Watch this, right here. Take a step back, make a decision, hoodie guy, not sure what to do, and boom, he pushes hoodie guy. Folks, that is significant. So that is significant. So again, I believe that decision was significant. So that's it, everybody. Before I wrap up the video, let me confirm that I've given you folks all of the relevant news for today. I appreciate you being here. This was intended to be a quick video. Oh, look at this, folks! An estate sale happening at the White House. The White House advisor Peter Navarro is leaving the West Wing with a photograph of Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping. This was when was this? I believe this was yesterday, right? Yeah, this was yesterday. So there you go. I guess there's an estate sale happening at the White House. Let me know. Let me know what you think of the comment section below. Let me know what you think, folks, in the comment section below, because we live in a pretty unusual age. Also, by the way, if you folks know what's been going on with Liz Cheney, the most powerful congresswoman in the House, the most powerful Republican congresswoman in the House, she has voted for the impeachment of Trump, and there's been a lot of backlash against her in the Republican Party. And who is the most powerful figure Who's the most powerful Republican in the House of Representatives? Kevin McCarthy, the Republican from California. Kevin McCarthy, the most powerful Republican in the House of Representatives. And guess what? New reporting has now come in that Cheney will not back the effort to oust. McCarthy will not back the effort to oust Cheney. So this again is pretty significant, everyone. This is actually reported by The Hill. McCarthy is not. Let me take myself out so you guys can see the whole thing. McCarthy is not going to back the effort to oust Cheney. So again, this is, guys, this is, folks, this is representing very clear fissures, everybody, within the Republican Party. And I want to know what our viewers and subscribers think here, because again, this is representing a very clear division within the Republican Party. Now, I have an important message for you all. I do appreciate you watching. I do have an important message for you all. So please watch it, because I think it's important for me to address, given some of the comments I've received on my channel. I appreciate you all, and I'll be here. I'll always be here, folks, to give you the latest news, to give you the most relevant news. But this is significant that that McCarthy is not going to back the effort to oust Cheney. This tells you about the deep divisions within the Republican Party, because it does look like, folks, it does look like we're going to see quite a Senate trial happening very soon, and there's more. I'm actually finding out that more things are leaving the White House as we speak, everyone. This is super interesting. There are more things actually leaving the White House. And take a look at this, everyone. Holy moly. Check this out. Oh my Lord. Folks, look at this. Look at this. More stuff is leaving the West Wing this afternoon. A bust appears to be a bust of Abe Lincoln. There's stuff leaving the White House this afternoon, everybody. Hey, there's stuff being taken out of the White House right now. Jeepers, man. Whoa. All right. Nothing surprises me anymore. So, folks, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I do have some important messages for you guys. I think this is going to make you smile. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. In case you're new to my channel, I encourage you to actually check out my video. This is my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. I have the fortune, the honor, the privilege of living the American dream. I am a proud patriot, and I can tell you that we live in highly unusual times, and I do want to share something with our community. For me, it's not about the red or the blue, it's about the red, white, and blue. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican, I'm American. Now, whenever I say something that is remotely anti-Trump, because of the strong feelings that Trump elicits, I'm called a Democrat. Whenever I say something against House Speaker Pelosi or against President-elect Biden, which I will say in the future, because they are bound to have missteps and make mistakes, I'm called a Republican. Our country is so unique, is so diverse, is so powerful that it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter whether we are Democrats or Republicans, and we should call out stuff as we see it. I promise you, I will call out both sides of the aisle, and that is what makes this channel not red, not blue, but about the red, white, and blue. We are not Democrats, we are not Republicans, we are all Americans, and we are all Americans first. We all want what's best for the country. Just because something is happening that is wrong on one side, you can't take something that's wrong on the other side to justify another wrong. This is not about comparing one wrong about the other. This is just about calling stuff out as we see it, and that is what I'm going to do on my channel. I will always tell you the truth wherever the truth might lead us. The truth is actually going to lead us in some good places, I believe, in 2021, but it's also going to lead us in some unsavory places. But I can promise you that I will tell you the truth, because I have a lot of respect for my audience and I have a lot of integrity. I'm going to speak whatever I feel honestly about. I'm not going to try and toe the line when something is so dramatic that it requires someone to take a stand. I'm not going to try and get every sort of viewer, because for me, honestly, this channel is a labor of love. I have businesses, I have real estate that essentially, gives me what I need. This channel is a labor of love. This channel is a byproduct of truth, byproduct of integrity. And hopefully, you're getting some value out of it. Remember, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. That's 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. If you want to get on our SMS alerts list, simply get your cell phone out, send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. So send that message to the number 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list going forward. You can also get added to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts. And then you can get added to our email list going forward. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. No worries about that. Once you're on our lists, you'll be able to get breaking news and alerts from us. You'll get important information about any training programs that we might release going forward. So make sure you get on our list. I would really appreciate that. If you learned something new from this video, please share this video with 2 friends or family members. That's 2 friends or family members. You'll always get a link to all of our resources in the description section below. So make sure you check out the description section below. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. So make sure to follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. The unique thing about Twitter is you'll know in real time what I'm reading and you'll be able to see my retweets in real time. The unique thing about our Twitter community is it's growing very rapidly, and I encourage you to follow me on Twitter. Also, if you learned something new from this video, please click the like button. Please subscribe. Please enable notifications. I would really appreciate that. Please comment below. One of the things I'm especially proud about is our community. Our community is growing, it's respectful, it's bipartisan. So definitely comment below and become a part of our growing community. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time.